Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Dark Blader. Today I'm going to show you how to make a platformer, except this time I'm going to show you how to add enemies, trampolines, and etc. If you've already seen part 1, link in the description, I showed you how to make this code. This code shows you what you need to make. This is the basic code which controls your movements. Now, the spikes. So spikes, if you don't know already, are the most basic kinds of enemy. So if I go to costumes in this sprite I made to show you how to make it's fairly simple. First of all, you can choose whatever color you want. So I'm gonna go for a red since that is the basic kind of color you have for spikes. I'll just change it to this. So first of all, if you need to make a square, a perfect square. If you already haven't seen my first video, then you need to hold down shift whilst making your square. I know this might not look like the best, but it's quite efficient. Now you need to click the reshape tool. From now it's easy. There's this tiny square, right? I mean circle. You just need to put it slightly this way, and then till around the middle. Now do the same with the other one. Drag it on top of that. Now you see you've got kind of a triangle. There are better ways of them, but I'm going to try to make it quick and easy for you guys. So now that we've completed our spike, here's how you implement the code. So now we've completed making the spike. So as you can see here, so now you can place it wherever you want. So first of all, you want to make a code where it tells where the spike is. So I'll just go back to my normal view. So when green flag clicked, go to whatever coordinates. Now we've got cat here. I'll name it player. I originally used a strat cat, but I decided to change. So now we're done with that. We need to show you how to make the code, the enemy script. This is fairly simple. In fact, it's extremely simple. So now you have a choice. You can either make a whole new script or you can add it in here. I think I'm going to make a new script because that'll help you understand how I made it. So first of all, you use the basic thing when green flag clicked. Now here's a part. Now if you remember from my last video, a forever loop, make sure whatever's inside here will happen for all of the game, the whole of the game. So I'm going to put this if then. So now we've got an if then. Touching sprite 2. I mean sprite 1. I'm going to drag this in and put it here. So I'll just name this spike. Okay, so now we've got a spike. When green flag clicked for if touching spike. So what was our thing here? -2 to 8 to 1. 20. So I'll set this here as well. -2 to 8 and 20. If you don't know what this does, is as you can see here, this first part was our respawn point. If you still don't understand, here. So now I'm going to repeat that. So if it touches the spike, it'll go back to its respawn point. So that'll happen throughout the game. Now, if I'm right, this is very simple. It kind of lags if you ask me, but see, you go right back. I'm not going to add a death animation. I might add that in part 3, but this is basically how easy it is. See, you touch it, you're gone. Now, but I guess you don't only want one spike, do you? So this is how you should know this, and because this is extremely simple, you just want to copy it and paste it. You can also use this using keyboard shortcut Control C, copy, and Control V, paste. But you can now add one more. You can also use arrow keys if it's a bit difficult for you to get it right. Now I'm going to copy this and paste this, and put a third one all the way here. I'm not sure if the player will be able to jump over this, but let's give it a go. Wait, what? It takes him a few moments. So if he touches, he dies. Wait, what? Okay, technical difficulties. Okay, I'm back. It was only a minor problem. For some reason, the outline was stopping how long it took, so I'm really sorry about that. But I think we're still good. So now that we've done this, you've now got this. So now I'm gonna hide this, okay? So you've got this. Okay, sorry, I'm back. I made the minor mistake of instead of hiding this, I deleted it. But still, we're back to normal. So now that we're here, I'm gonna hide this. So this is pretty simple, just to show that I haven't changed anything. Wait, never mind, I messed up. My computer's really... Hey guys, I'm back. I just had a small problem where I deleted the sprite, as you know. Now it works perfectly. So you've got your main elements. Many people just use spikes, but I prefer having a variation of enemies and things which assist you. So now you've got a spike. Easy enough, right? Now I'm gonna put this somewhere else and hide it. Okay. So now I don't think you die. I'll just double check. Yep, I don't die now. So that's good. So now that we've completed the first step of our game. So now it's quite easy. So now some things many other people add are trampolines. If you already haven't played a platformer on Scratch or somewhere else, uh, a tra- you wouldn't use you'll still know what a trampoline is because they work the same way in real life. They fire you upwards, or in real life they bounce you upwards. So this is even more simple. I've tested this before, but it isn't the most efficient way, and sometimes it glitches, but I think it's the easiest way, and for beginners as well as intermediates, if you do intermediate scratches if you don't have time. So actually, I'm just going to make a line and set this to the color blue. I'm going to use a line because lines, they give you like a proper shape. So I'll just set this to like 22 should be good. Yeah, 22, never mind. So now I'm going to zoom in and make a perfect straight line. You can edit whatever you want, but I'm just going to do this because it's easy. So I'm going to set this to like 5 and change the color to black. You might ask why, but but I'll just tell you anyways. I'm going to make the legs. Simple stuff. Sometimes the code kind of glitches, but usually it works. So I'm going to go with old style rather than trying something new. So now we've got a basic and kind of ugly trampoline, but I can just fix that by doing this and making it look as if the legs are at the back. This backward makes it go one like back on a backward layer. So now we've got this. You've got a perfect trampoline. So now where should I put this? Let's say I'm going to put it here. Wait, never mind. It's kind of irregular. I'm just going to shrink this bit. Oh my god, why won't this work? Okay, so now we've got quite a nice trampoline, right? So now it comes to the code. So first of all, you want to tell it where it goes. When green flag clicked, go to its current position. I'll name this trampoline because why not? So I'll go to player. So I'm gonna duplicate this, but instead of this, I'm gonna set this to trampoline. Now you might say that the trampoline isn't supposed to kill you. So this is what you do. You take away this code, and I'm gonna go to variables. Remember what YV does? It controls your height. So I'm gonna do this change where's my YV by, let's say, 30. I'm not exactly sure if this works. In the last platformer I made, it kind of glitched out, but I still think it'll work. See, you've got a trampoline now. Pretty handy, right? I'm not gonna lie, and I'm gonna tell you there are a few problems I experienced when I was making my platformer using these. If you run right into it, you get fired up. I'm still thinking of a way. I'm thinking that make this back to normal. This is kind of better if you ask me, but I think 30 YV is quite compared to, look. This is how high you jump. Wait, never mind. I'm still in this. I'll just go back. Okay, so this is how high you jump. Okay, ignore that. I'm still trying to find out why the corners glitch out, but apart from that, this is how much higher you jump. So pretty handy, right? I'll find a way to fix that. But if you're like trying to make a beginning platformer, I mean, you can always just use this design. I'm not sure many scratchers will think that if you run into a trampoline, something might happen. So yeah, so it's quite easy. Now that now you've made a trampoline. And spikes. Don't forget the spikes. So now it's quite easy. So I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna use the spikes and the trampolines. So this is quite it's so you'll usually use a trampoline when A, that you need to get over something high, B, there's a large amount of enemies. So I'm gonna show this. He's gonna die. I knew it. Except this time I'm just going to take the whole thing and pull it a bit backwards. Okay, so now you've got that. I'm going to pull this here. So if I'm right, which most probably I'm not, but I'm still going to try. If when I touch the trampoline should give me enough height to jump over this spice. If you okay, ignore that. So I bet you'll be able to guess it. Even if I was there, I would not be able to jump off. So I'm gonna get it here, and okay, never mind. That works, but see, I can't jump over it. So I'm gonna get on here, and okay, nearly there. Okay, I'll just edit this part out. Okay, so now you don't just want a random trampoline and spikes lying down, would you? So so I've made it so that I can use the trampoline to get over spikes. So when you place a trampoline, it has two different aims. It can bring you somewhere high up, or B, will get you over a large amount of obstacles. Uh, as you can see here, look, I've managed to jump over a large amount of spikes, which normally is not possible, just by a bit. Okay, that is getting annoying, but I'll find a way to fix it. I might have already found a way. We're gonna have to live with the fact that it's kind of glitchy like that once again, but it's quite efficient, and it will be really good for someone who's just started Scratch. Someone some They will be easily impressed by the fact that you just started Scratch, or you've been in Scratch for quite a bit of time, but you're not that good, or even if you're quite an old Scratcher but you haven't mastered coding, they'll be very impressed that you've managed to make a trampoline, a completely working trampoline. If you want to see how to make the trampoline bend when you touch it, there are a few tricks. One is where you make a few costumes, so when this touches, it'll activate it, and it'll make it look as if it was bent. But there's another way where you use pen. If you don't already know what pen is, if I were to go to code and go to extension, so pen is an extension. Pen, draw with your sprites. So there'll be an invisible sprite on top of those, and when you touch it, the pen will move around and stuff. If you want me to show you how to make a trampoline bend using costumes, stay tuned for my next video where I show you how to make that. But I won't be able to show you how to do it with pen because honestly, I'm not that good at pen. So now you've learned how to implement. Okay, now you've come quite far. You've made yourself a trampoline as well as a few enemies which you die to. These are the bare, I won't say bare basics, but these are the basics things you'll have in Scratch. So you'll have lots of platformers with trampolines as well as spikes. But now, if you want to, you can go to the next level. Now you can bring in uh, something which takes you to literally the next level. There are two ways of doing this. You can I can make something in backdrops and put something in like this. So I'm going to make a basic green line. So if I wanted to, I could just do this and give a simple code to the player. If you're touching the green, go back to the start and go and switch the backdrop. This tiny green line. This will be your portal to the next level. So first of all, you want to make the next level. So I'm simply just going to duplicate this. Hello. Okay. What I'm going to do with this little green thing is I'm going to go to my player's code, and then I'll duplicate another one of these sprite things. So this except this time I'm going to remove this. I'm going to go back to sensing, and if you remember from my last video where I used the color black, this time I'm going to use the color picker again and select the green color. If you don't know, the little circle surrounding the color picker depicts what color you've picked. So I've picked this green color. So I've selected this, and this is going to happen. And now I want to delete this. To make this quite very simple. To make this very simple, I'm going to make a message. This is slowly getting a bit more complicated, but if you ask me, making the message is the easiest way. It's the easiest way to do this. So, when I receive message 1, let's make a new message, and because I don't like the sound of message 1, I'm going to name it next level broadcast next level. So if you don't know what messages do, when this code is activated, it'll broadcast a message. So you see this thing. So when this is broadcasted, it'll be sent here, and whatever is here will happen. So when I receive next message, next level, I'm going to set this to next backdrop and next backdrop, and then I'm going to make him go back to spawn, which is convenience, and 20. So now you've got quite a basic, and you've got this, but these two won't disappear. This is when stuff gets kind of tedious. There is a quick way, which I'm not sure works, but if you want, we can try this out. If this doesn't, Okay, so I've done a slight bit of editing where now you can see, although both of the sprites are still here, they've disappeared. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set their costume to at the beginning costume 1. So what I did here is so you've got the first costume, the normal one, and then you've got costume 2, which has absolutely nothing. And if I'm right, wait, now let's just why is it not? No, no, yeah, phew. Okay, so when green flag, when I receive next level, next costume. Now I'll do the same here. Switch to when green flag click, switch to costume 1. When I receive next level, switch to costume 2. So both of the costumes are empty. So as you see here, look. So I'm gonna get on the okay, I missed. Nope, I'm not doing that. Okay, so I'm here. Gonna get on the trampoline. Okay, missed. Okay, never mind. I'll just do this. Okay, so now I've got here. As you can see, they've disappeared. So this is costume 2. So if I want, I'll duplicate this once again. So I'll what happened? Okay, never mind. And then I'll duplicate this once again to make level 3. So uh so now I've got this. So I'll also do here when green flag clicked, switch to backdrop 1 because backdrop 1 is the very first backdrop. So switch to backdrop 1. I can put that anywhere as long as it's not in a forever loop or an if loop. So this is pretty much as easy. This is pretty much as simple as it gets. So just to show you that this does work, I'm gonna make a third costume. Since I've wait no, I don't. So now I'm gonna make a third costume which represents how it'll look on the third level. So on the third level, to speed this up, I'm gonna place this in the air, and I'm gonna duplicate, and I'm gonna copy this. Select it, copy, and then I'm gonna create one more sprite, paste it, and I'm gonna throw. Wait no, and I'm gonna throw it. Oh my god, what? I'm gonna throw it up here. Okay. So now to check if this works, which it should, I'm gonna jump here and get here. And on level 2s, there's nothing. And on level 3, wait no, I accidentally messed this up. When I receive it. Okay, so I'll redo that. So first of all, you need to get past level 1. Then level 2 is completely blank. And level 3, you've got stuff in random places. So using this, you can do this yourself. So let's say in my next level, I want to put my trampoline somewhere else. So using this exact code, which is extremely simple, it's only 5 blocks, I can put this whole thing somewhere else. Okay, so using that, I can put this whole thing somewhere else, like here or here. But nonetheless, the code will, but nothing will change since everything is still working the same way. See, I can still jump on this, and I still die on this. So that's exactly how it works. So as a brief summary, as simple as possible, today we made these 4 pieces of code for our player. They're all very simple, each one containing only 6 blocks, apart from this one which contains only 3. And we've made this new sprite called Spike, and one more sprite which is a trampoline, and we've made a next level and a portal to the next level. More of a little green swag, but nonetheless, something which takes you to the next level. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please consider subscribing and liking, because you can always unsubscribe or unlike later. And thanks.